Austria shuts down its last coal-fired power plant as part of a plan to end the use of fossil fuels for energy production by 2030.
Here's a summary of the article.
Berlin, Austria has shut down its last coal-fired power plant as part of a plan to end the use of fossil fuels for energy production by 2030. Utility company Verbund said the plant in the southeastern town of Melk was powered down Friday. The Melk plant had provided heat and electricity to the nearby city of Graz for 34 years. Austria, an alpine nation with no significant fossil fuel reserves of its own, still has more than a dozen power plants burning gas and oil. The government aims to shut the gas-fired plants by the end of the decade, after which the country will generate all of its energy from renewable sources. Austria is the 8th European Union country to end the burning of coal, which is considered the most heavily polluting fossil fuel and a major source of man-made greenhouse gas emissions stoking climate change.
This post received a score of 30,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Austria's electricity production is already 73% renewable. In Europe, only Norway has a higher share of renewable energy. Getting rid of the remaining fossil fuel power plants over the course of 10 years is not an unrealistic goal. They also have the advantage of having tons of pumped storage which can be used to flatten peaks of renewable energy production.
A bit misleading to only focus on renewables. If you don't exclude sources that produce zero CO2 like nuclear, France, Sweden and Belgium are also doing very well. All these nuclear plants are very old IIRC, and will have to be decommissioned before they're replaced. The plan is to eventually build a lot of tokamaks based on the research done in the ITER project, but we don't know how long that will take.
Tokamaks have been 5 years away for at least past 40 years.
But right now, they're only 5 years away. They're definitely going to nail it this time.
Misread this as Australia, couldn't believe my eyes.
Brew, I wish. Although I have some big disagreements with the Greens, they'll probably get my vote when I'm of age to vote. They actually care.
What are some of your disappointments? The color. I prefer black.
I prefer blue. Do you think we could get the Libs to sell it off to us?
Thank you Austria, planet Earth.
Car problem Havara.
As someone from Austria, I have to say that we are in almost unique position to not use coal nor nuclear energy. We have a lot of capacity to store energy because of the Alps and rivers. So it's easier for us. In fact, we buy electricity from Germany for almost no money in the night and resell it during the day for a much higher price. And #X200B, emo, it's not practical for every country. I personally consider nuclear energy the lesser evil over fossil energy sources. So it's just dumb for a country like Germany to ban nuclear energy before fossil sources.
Thanks for your post. Just some questions. Are you specifically talking about hydroelectricity? And some other renewable type? The article talks about a city called Graz. Do you think that's what they switched to? Kinda related to my first question. If it was hydro, why buy from Germany at all? Isn't the electricity 24/7? Or does the ice melt during the day, so the rivers run faster and dam fill up quicker but then slows down at night? I think what struck me about the article in general, was that they're doing this during the worldwide lockdown, when whole families are at home using electricity and there's probably an excess demand for it. Nuclear energy is far preferable if we have safe controls for it. I'll tell you my €1,000,000 idea. If we could build these nuclear plants and build the dangerous parts of it, underground, say, the depth of an unused coal mine, maybe we can find an unused coal mine smiley face. Just realized that just because it's a coal plant, it doesn't mean there's a coal mine near sad face.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.